Hey, my name is Brent here on Cloudy the Chance of Meeples. Today on the channel, we are taking a look at Exit the Game, The Lord of the Rings, Shadows over Middle-earth. If you follow the channel, you know that I'm a big fan of the Exit the Game series. I will also say that I have not seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I know, shocker. I've seen the first one, Fellowship of the Ring. I haven't seen Two Towers or Return of the King. I do know the story of Lord of the Rings. I don't know all the ins and outs and all the characters' names and all that, but we are going to talk about my thoughts on this Exit the Game. I love the Exit the Game series. This is rated like 2 out of 5, so kind of one of the earlier or easier ones. Not the earlier ones, the easier ones. And so I'm going to show you in the rated overview what you get in this box. It's going to be spoiler-free. I'm not going to show you all the components, but I want to show you what you get inside this box in case the Exit the Game series is something new to you, and then you can see what you can kind of expect when you buy this or any of the other ones. But my final forecast is going to come up shortly. First, let's cue the thunder. So the radar overview / I guess unboxing of Exit the Game Shadows over Middle-earth. I'm going to show you what's inside this box. Typically in the radar overview, I show you how the game's played, but I'm not going to show you how this game's played because, well, I don't want to spoil anything. So this is your first time seeing an Exit the Game, I want to show you what's inside this box. So we are going to open it up and let's find out what is inside. Of course, you have a rulebook based on the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. What's the game about? And so there's that. Again, I'm not going to open up any cards. I'm not even actually going to open this up. I'm just going to... No, I'm not going to do that. I got a decoder wheel, much like other Exit the Games. Notes about the adventure. A map of Middle-earth, Mordor. What else? Oh, I have Sauron. This is a cool component. Some things you'll punch out. Again, I don't want to spoil anything. Obviously, I haven't done it. And then cards. So, there you have it. Maybe I will just look at these. Different punch outs. So, there you have it. This, not really the radar overview, but an unboxing of what you get in Exit the Game Shadows over Middle-earth. Let's move on over now and talk about the final forecast. So the final forecast for Exit the Game Shadows over Middle-earth. As mentioned at the top of the video, Lord of the Rings is an IP that I like. I don't necessarily love. I've only seen Fellowship of the Rings. I remember it coming out back in high school, and it was popular, and I saw it back then, and then kind of just lost focus and attention span and whatnot, and I never watched the other two. Actually, I think I've watched like the first little bit and the second one, but regardless, Lord of the Rings, not like an IP that I'm going to jump at. Exit the Game is a series that I absolutely love. Nicole and I, my wife, have done a whole boatload of those. If you follow the channel, you'll know that we've done a lot of them. And so what are my thoughts on this one? Not being a big fan of Lord of the Rings, what are my thoughts on this one? Well, I started this with my kids, who, of course, don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, being 8 and almost 11. And we started this one, and we liked it. We liked it quite a bit. My kids enjoyed it. It's a linear one, so you start with your book, and then you do that page, and then you can flip to the next page. And so you don't have stuff all over the place. You don't have stuff all over the table. And I like that, and I think that's really helpful for those that are just getting into the Exit the Game series. Like I said, this is a 2 out of 5, so this is on the easier side. I wouldn't say this is one of the easiest ones. I think the easiest one for myself was the Sunken Treasure. And if that was a challenge for you, no offense, I just felt that was the easiest out of all the ones I've done. I think we've done somewhere like 20 of them. But I think this is a good installment for or a good one if you're just getting your feet wet in the Exit the Game series. If you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, this is kind of like, this is going to speak to you. I know the overarching story of the three Lord of the Rings, like the trilogy, but like I said, I've never seen past the first one, but I kind of could follow along. It progresses. You start in the Shire, and you got to help Frodo and Sam do a task to save all of Middle Earth, which obviously we know what it is. I think it's really cool thematically. You're not going to find, the same artwork. You're not going to find anything like that, obviously, from the movies, but you're going to find, I'm not going to show you any of the cards, but, it's got Gandalf, and then all of a sudden, something progressed in the story, and Gandalf's not there, but the solution cards are then, or the help cards are, I believe that would be Sauron. So it kind of, it moves with the story. And so, like I said, if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, you'll see all these tropes and, the Mines of Moria and different things, Balrog and things like that are in the movies that are in this. So the artwork, I actually really kind of like the artwork. If you see that, I don't know what style that is, but it just looks neat. And my kids enjoyed the puzzles. I think they got about halfway done, and then attention span started. They started losing attention, focus, and things like that, which is understandably, that's understandable. This took us about 2 hours, so they went to bed. Nicole and I finished it up. We got 7 out of 10 stars, which is like one of the highest that we've ever gotten. We seem to always get 5 out of 10, but didn't actually need any solutions in this one. I don't think there's really any big dud puzzles in this one. There aren't any like crazy grandiose ones. They're just kind of all just like steady Eddie, just good puzzles, and nothing blew my mind in this one. You need some scissors. Yet again, the one that you use your scissors the most. I thought that was actually a really creative puzzle. It wasn't mind-blowing or anything like that, but it was a fun puzzle. And Marcus and Inca Brand just never cease to amaze me on all of the puzzles that they come up with. This is a good entry in the series. Not one of the best. Definitely not one of the worst. I'm coming in at a 75% Chance of Meeples. I enjoyed my time both with my wife for half it and my kids for half it. And it was just a lot of fun. Some of the things that they have done, you use the components in fun ways that if you're just getting into the Exit the Game series, will be kind of like, hey, that's really neat. That, like what they did in puzzle this and puzzle that was really cool how they use the components in creative ways. And so I think, like I said, this is a good one. If you're just getting your feet wet with the Lord of the Rings theme, that will attract a lot of people to this one specifically. And so, yeah, I think it's a pretty solid one. I'm going to give it a 75% Chance of Meeples for Exit the Game Shadows over Middle Earth. Even though I don't know much about Lord of the Rings and such, I still enjoyed this one quite a bit. And like I said, I know the overarching story, and this follows the overarching story of the trilogy. So 75% Chance of Meeples for Lord of the Rings Shadows over Middle Earth. My name is Brent. Till next time, grab your umbrella. The forecast is cloudy with a Chance of Meeples.